Hello everyone, this is SGR Sean from United Gamers, and I finally decided what I'm going to do with this Peace Walker walkthrough. I decided I'm just going to start over, but I'm going to do it solo. Mostly because Ground Zeroes is right around the corner, and I want to catch up on the story myself, so this is mostly for me, but if there are, it's mostly because most people don't didn't play Peace Walker because it was a PSP game. Even though they did release the HD collection, still no, not a lot of people played it. So hopefully I can finish this before Ground Zeroes comes out. Today is Saturday, February 8th, and it's 5 in the morning right now, and I am tired as hell. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's about right. No, co-op's communicating. We don't need that auto aim. No, we're good. We're gonna keep all that. That's for the co-op walkthrough. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stop the co-op walkthrough because the guys and me have been really busy, so it's kind of impossible. I haven't played Peace Walker in a long time for the story, so I want to catch up myself. Like, remember what the story was about. Fuck. Like, I do remember the story, but I want to watch everything in the cutscenes and stuff. I would read that, but it's really fucking late right now. God, I can't wait for Ground Zeroes. I just can't. This is like the best way I thought of preparing myself, preparing my body for the experience I'm about to have in just a couple days, 2 or more weeks, give or take. Okay, we're gonna skip the tutorial because I already know how to play. We're gonna watch the cutscene.
Hey, boss! Wanna go around?
What's going on, Kaz?
We've got guests.
Time to move.
Don't worry, it's not our friends from Langley. I brought him. Made sure we won't fall. Thank you, Big Boss.
Call me Snake.
Sorry, Vic Boss.
Listen up. For us, there is no victory.
But in Revolution, doesn't one triumph or die?
We don't do either.
Here.
Thank you. I feel like a new man. There's no coffee like Costa Rican coffee. So, what brings a distinguished scholar from the Costa Rican government to Colombia?
Professor Galvez comes from Costa Rica's University for Peace.
You see, over the past year, there have been sightings of an armed group in Costa Rica. They're not ours, of course.
Costa Rica doesn't have an army.
Correct. Article 12 of our Constitution states that the Army as a permanent institution is abolished.
The Peace Constitution.
You think it's rebels who fled Nicaragua? No, they don't appear to be guerrillas. They're far too organized. What's your government's take? The authorities in San Jose claim it's a multinational security firm, hired by the Development Corporation of Costa Rica. Lies, obviously. They're bringing in state-of-the-art weaponry and equipment by the shipload. Where'd they get that kind of cash? I fear La CIA may be involved.
The CIA.
The CIA
As
is
you
always
both
involved,
know,
isn't it?
The United States views Central America as its backyard. Even after Cuba, we've managed to maintain a delicate balance with the U.S. And your government can't just give them the boot?
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Japan's constitution has
Looks
something
suspicious.
similar.
Pause.
Article 9.
Oh
It
wait,
says
they haven't
Japan
said her
renounces
name
war
yet,
and
so
can maintain an army.
we don't know who she
I
is.
understand that you and your
Could
men
be
have
anyone.
neither state nor ideology.
Morgan Freeman or something. I
Fight
don't
any
know.
foe. Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. We come to you, the Militaires Sans Frontières.
That face, it looks
You want to hire
like
us?
he's really surprised.
Yes, as our deterrent. We can't afford to pay much, it's true. But we can offer you this. A forward operating base. An offshore plant in the
Oh,
Caribbean.
mother base.
Sounds pretty good
Place
to me.
that's about to get destroyed in
This
Ground
place is
Zeroes.
becoming a mess anyway.
Just pains me that we're gonna
Snake,
build this
we
thing
need
from the ground
someplace
up,
we can settle down.
only for it to get destroyed.
The government's agreed to cooperate.
painful.
Unofficially, of course.
A chopper for transport would be nice too.
I'll see what I can do. Hold it. You seem to think we're just a pack of dogs of war. Is that right? Yes, that's what I've heard. You're an army without a state. No, we've only left our countries behind. Please, you must help us. If your suspicions are true, force isn't going to do any good. You'll have to find a political solution. The government's hands are tied. Go back to your bosses in San Jose. Tell them if they want, I'll introduce them to a negotiator I know.
Oh,
No.
it's just that voice,
I'm not
man.
here on their behalf.
And then I imagine Kiefer
So,
Sutherland, and I
what do
just,
you hear?
it doesn't match. I
For
can't
over
make a
20
connection.
years, I've
I'm
preached
sorry,
the virtues of peace
I've
at multiple
tried, but
universities.
I just,
Tonight,
this is
I
like
stand
1
before you as an
year
educator.
after this happens.
This is my student. She
Peace
came
was
to me
just
to study peace.
A year before Ground
Her name
Zeroes, and you
is
expect
Paz.
that dramatic of a
Paz
voice change to
Ortega.
not go unnoticed.
Peace.
I just had to
No
put
kidding.
that out there. It's like
That's my name too. Kazuhira. It's Japanese for peace. Pleased to meet you, Paz. Call me Kaz.
Kaz always getting ignored by them chicks.
They've got a supply port north of Puerto Limon, a town in la Costa del Mar Caribe.
It's like,
A few days ago, Paz stumbled
Feel
upon
bad
the
for
facility
Kaz.
while searching for a lost friend. She was captured.
still
She's
has them
only a
good
child.
sunglasses though.
16 years old. They did terrible things to her, but somehow she managed to escape.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no.
God. She's
Get a little
Suefana.
further back.
Her mother
the
died
hood
when
back
she was
on.
small, and she lost
Go
her
back and
grandparents in the Civil
no, and
War.
go back and
She
ugh.
hates war.
I'm not
with
even
a
making
passion
sense.
Like no other.
My name is Paz, and I will do anything to protect
Bullshit.
my namesake. It is my one and only purpose. Please, get them out of my country. Make them leave
I hate
Costa
you so
Rica.
much.
Sorry, kid. We know who you are, Big Boss.
Fucking
That is why we've come to you.
huh? An army without borders. Okay. Since this is not a lot of time,
Miller here. Do you copy, Snake? I
yeah.
see you've landed. That makes one giant leap.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just edit
Sending
it
this
up
from the
so
offshore
you
plant,
can't hear him.
our mother
I'm gonna
base.
just,
The
since
signal
this
is
area is so
unidirectional.
small, I'm gonna
I'll
just
be
talk a
giving
little
you
bit
commands and
while I
advice
walk
through this
over here.
channel. Keep your
I'm gonna just do
headphones
the
on
main
at all
ops
times and pay
for this
attention.
game.
Also,
I'm not gonna
make sure
do
no
any
one else
side ops
listens in.
or
Snake, are you clear on the controls?
like show
Take a minute to
most of the
refresh your
game
memory.
because
Use the left
I
stick
just
to
want to do
move.
the story
Use
and
the right stick to
you know
adjust
so
your
you could
view.
get a refresher for when Ground Zeroes comes out.
To change
So,
your settings, use the
I'm also
start
gonna be
button
playing
to
through it a
open the
little
menu.
bit. Well, I'm gonna beat the story. That's about it,
There's no
and
one
not do
around.
any
Why
side
not
ops or
try some
anything.
shooting
If I
practice?
do, I'll do it off.
Select squeeze off
I'll edit it out and stuff,
Press the
so
directional
it'll
button
just be the
weapon.
story that's focused.
Ready your weapon with
The
L1
managing of
button.
Mother
Then press
Base
the
does
R1
not
button
need to be
fire.
shown. It's pretty much straightforward, so you don't need to see it.
Don't you think you could use
You
a
just
little
need to
more
see how it.
practice?
You already know how it ends up anyway. It's a pretty big base, and that's it. But the most thing that you're gonna be wanting to see is the story, so that's what we're gonna be doing.
To check your map, press the start button
In
to
the
open
co-op
menu.
one, in the co-op walkthrough with my buddies, we're gonna do all the missions. So you know, if you're ever interested in that, you might as well
M16
wait
is a standard
for that
assault
kind of
rifle,
stuff.
capable of
But
rapid
here
fire.
it's story only. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's just go to the next cutscene.
I gotta thank you for agreeing to this, Snake. Man, am I glad to be out of here. Finally, we can leave all that crap in San Geronimo behind. Break into the mercenary business for real. Let me guess. You're doing it for her. For her.
Still don't get which one happens
You're
first.
still here.
Come on, Snake. This could be good for us. They're willing to give us an offshore planet, a place we can finally put down some roots. This is our chance to expand MSF.
We don't need a place to stay, Kaz. We're nomads. We always will be.
What? You'd rather keep wandering from conflict to
Mostly
conflict?
because of one
Tools in
thing
the hands of
Snake
whoever's
says
fighting at
that
the
makes
time?
me
The
like
second we settle
think
down, who's to
what
say
happened
we won't become
first,
the
the first
warmongers?
cutscene or the
Listen to me,
second
Snake.
one.
We're
Yeah.
not mercenaries.
Yeah,
We're
you'll
not a
notice
foreign
now
legion.
when I
MSF's
tell
a
you.
business. A new kind of business. Look, it's not like we're trying to start a war here. All we need to do is find out who this security company really is.
Come on, Kaz. It's pretty obvious that they're backed by the CIA.
Wait a sec. That would mean...
Our friend, the professor, is likely KGB.
I see.
We'd be making an enemy of our homeland.
And there'd be no turning back.
Ah, this damn thing won't light.
Huh?
Put on some coffee, Kaz. It's time for a little chat with the professor.
That right there, that sentence. Put on more coffee after the first cup of coffee they already have. Okay. Yeah, why not? Have even more coffee.
I was a heavy smoker. When I got my medal from the Secretary General, he gave me this prosthetic hand as well. But smoking was ruining my lungs, so I quit. I've not had much use for it since. It's quite an honor to meet the legendary Big Boss. That's just a code name the CIA made up. Then perhaps I should call you John. I don't have a name. Stop using that code name you liked so much 10 years ago. What about you, comrade? What do they call you back at Center? Well then, allow me to get straight to the point. Land as slim as a whip, hot as torture.
That's the Chilean poet, Neruda.
Central America is the navel of the American continents, bridging north and south. We want this land. We'll build a socialist stronghold, then use it to split the Americas in two.
America would lose its backyard.
And with it, its economic production, shipping lanes, and strategic value. We, on the other hand, would gain a base from which all of Latin America would be well within our reach. He who controls Central America will win this Cold War. First comes Nicaragua, toppling the pro-American Somoza regime. In preparation, we've begun instigating anti-Somoza sentiment and providing aid to the Sandinista National Liberation Front.
For a second there, my TV
You're
decided to
manipulating
die.
Sandinista into overthrowing Somoza
I
for
couldn't see anything.
After the revolution,
But this is mostly just
Nicaragua
explanation
will
of
become a socialist state.
the situation in
You think
Costa
America's just
Rica.
gonna let that happen? Certainly not. After all, the CIA is already here.
And that's the armed group inside Costa Rica.
Precisely. It's clear that they've been sent in to disrupt our efforts across the border in Nicaragua. Simply put, the army now stationed in Costa Rica
Camera
is
shaking in
CIA
animated
capital.
form, of course.
But it's more complex than that. The CIA's got something else planned as well.
What?
That is the million-dollar question. Big Boss, we want you and your unit to find the answer. Infiltrate and investigate the facility in La Costa, where Paz was imprisoned. Learn all you can of their operations. Then, drive them out of the country. You're asking us to settle a turf war
Yeah,
between
now you get
KGB
the
and
reason why
CIA.
Snake actually did it, because
What
he's
about
always
her?
so
That was
he's
all just an
defensive
act.
and stuff.
You mean her words about peace? She was captured, that much is true. But I've kept my KGB affiliation from her.
And you thought we'd fall for a sob story.
No. I had good reason to bring her along. She managed to escape with her life.
Okay.
But her friend was not so lucky. Why were they attacked? I believe this will help explain. Perhaps they saw something they
Bullshit
weren't
on
supposed to.
tape.
Perhaps
Well,
They
not
shouldn't have.
the tape itself,
A
but the
cassette
fact
tape?
that they say that
Haas
was
took
paused
this
is
during her
in
escape.
itself bullshit.
She says her friend happened to record
But
it
of
by
course, you
accident.
don't know that
What is that?
because you're not. The real story hasn't
Portable
happened
stereo
yet.
cassette player, the first of its kind.
Ah, I heard they were working on something like that in Japan. Didn't know you guys were too.
I believe what you're about to hear will help you understand.
Oh, more Sony praise. I always fucking like that
What is
product
that?
placement.
A Quetzal?
The
The
Walkman.
phoenix bird. Paz's friend was researching birds. She went out into the jungle to record bird calls and stumbled upon this.
You know what I wish they would explain? The reason behind Kaz's sunglasses.
So what?
It's never explained why he wears them. He
Now
just
it gets
does.
interesting.
Poisonous. I need to get rid of it. I chase it back to its nest. You can't. The snake's too vicious. It's all many people. I chase it away. It will bite you unless you kill it. Go home.
Oz. Voice print analysis confirms that this voice
My
is
God.
indeed that of the legendary hero and criminal, the boss. What? The other hasn't been identified. Female in her 30s with a British accent. The song playing in the background was a hit in 1973.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your mentor? Your mission or your beliefs?
I am loyal to
Oz is
myself.
alive in Costa Rica. As I understand it, she was your commander, fought by your side. And that you killed her under orders from the CIA, thus surpassing her to become the hero known as Big Boss.
God, that when I first saw that and that effect came in, that scared the shit out of me. It's like you could feel the pressure that Big Boss feels from those words.
Job.
Snake, it's gotta be a trap.
So you still can't turn your back on your country. Then I
The anxiety.
suppose you won't need this. Wait!
Snake?
I'll do it for the girl. For Paz.
Okay. For peace, then.